everybody, I'm Adrian, and here I got the Maserati Granturismo. So today I'll be going over a review on this car because it's been 7 years since I bought it. So this will be a 7-year ownership. So I'll talk about what it's been like, how the car has held up in terms of reliability, some of the maintenance costs associated with this car. So yeah, it's been 7 years. I still think it's a great looking car. So in terms of the exterior, some of the people that don't know about this car, they think it's a fairly new car. I think Maserati just did a great job with this car, that we can even see some similarities with the new Granturismo that just came out. So let's talk a little bit more about it. So this is a 2014. This one has the carbon fiber package. So we got the carbon fiber on the front lip, on the side skirts, mirror covers, the door handles. Then at the back we have the little diffuser fins. So now that it's been 7 years, I've thought about if I should wrap it. So I happen to have a brand new roll that I bought at like half price. This is Hex's, so it's a good brand. So I'm thinking about whether I should wrap this. This will be so much easier than the Corvette, because on the Corvette I had to take the door panel off, but this one I can do it in one piece. Won't even have to mess with my mirrors, won't have to mess with my door handles. So I don't know, I'm thinking about wrapping it on this color, but let me know what you guys think. But yeah, originally I bought this roll of wrap for another vehicle, but it's just kind of sitting there. I love the combination, the color combination of this car, with the carbon fiber package, with the black wheels. I've had this car for 7 years. One thing I might need to do soon is an alignment, get the tires replaced, because I've been noticing the inside of the tires are wearing out. So I'm gonna talk about some of the exterior features before moving on to the inside. So starting with the front, that right there is parking sensors. Now this right here has got a cover for a tow hook. So if the car ever needs to be towed, don't have to worry about damaging the bumper or one of the control arms. Some tow truck drivers will hook up underneath. So this is perfect. Maserati thought about this and put access to tow the car. So like, for example, my Corvette or my Mustang, it doesn't have anything like this. So this is a really nice feature that Maserati thought about, and so it came with a little tow hook kit. This was in the trunk. This little covers right here, they're for the wipers. These little covers right here, they pop out and they spray water for the headlights to get rid of the debris. Something really interesting about these headlights is that they turn, so the center portion can turn based on the steering wheel angle. So this is perfect for night driving. So like in my case, that I don't have 20/20 vision, this is really helpful, because as I'm making a turn, so like right here, the headlights would angle towards me and you're able to see where you're gonna turn into. So that's a really cool feature about the Maserati headlights. So this car is a 2014. You can see the key, it's kind of old style. We got our keyhole there. We have 2 buttons, one is electric, one is mechanical, so that's why we got 2 of them. So yeah, this car came with a trickle charger, and this car's come with a large battery, because even if the car is off, the computers on this car, they're always consuming voltage. So, and something about this car, if the voltage gets low, it just starts acting kind of strange. So it might have enough voltage for the car to start, but I've noticed some issues where some of the lights on my dash will come on. I've also noticed parking brake didn't want to disengage. So if I let it sit for like 2 weeks, I just charge the battery up or hook up the trickle charger. Alrighty, so let's talk about problems. So the car is a 2014. It's technically 11 years old because it was built in June of 2013. But this car, as far as mechanicals, it's been a great car. It hasn't had any breakdowns, so but it does have 2 minor problems. One of them is the volume and the next button. Those quit working, so I haven't really looked into it. The ones in the radio, they still work good, so it might be an issue with the buttons. I need to check my fuses, make sure those are good. But this is something that just recently happened. So really, this is the only problem as far as mechanicals, really. As far as engine, the drivability, the car has been perfect. This car hasn't even had any recalls, so it's been an amazing car for sure. Now the other problem is just just a minor inconvenience. It's just more of a cosmetic, and I've made a video before. So this cars, they have some kind of coating that they put into the buttons. So over time, with the sun and the heat, that coating gets sticky. I mean, we can see it in this areas. Now what I did is I cleaned it up. I'll put a video in the description. So my parking brake cable, so like my parking switch was really sticky. I still gotta clean some of the other parts. This one was also really sticky, but it's something that can be cleaned. But so yeah, really those are the only 2 problems to talk about this car. Everything else has been amazing. It drives great. And this is when it really shows the age. So from the exterior, it's a timeless design. Now on the interior, a lot of the features are still timeless, like love that analog clock, the analog gauges. So no complaints there at all. Here is when you see the age of it. So some people, they'll put in an aftermarket screen. So that's something that later on, if I wanted to do it, have Apple CarPlay, is change out this whole unit. So that's a cool update that people do to have the latest technology. So I find this car very comfortable. So I'm 6'1", so this is my normal position with the seat. And this is the remaining room that we got for the back. So this car can sit adults comfortably, unlike like a Mustang that I got where the back is very crowded. So on the Granturismo, it's quite comfortable. We got cup holders back here, an armrest over there. So comfortable design. Talk about the headliner. So this car, I was told this was like an option, like a $3,000 option for the suede headliner, and honestly I didn't even know about that until after I had bought the car. So it was like a little bonus. So as far as breakdowns, I can't really say anything about that, like as far as how much a breakdown would cost, since I've never had one. But what I can say is some of the maintenance costs. So at the dealership, an oil change is like $600, coolant flush like $200, a brake job $1,300, I asked them about that because whenever I needed, I wanted to know how much they charge. $1,000 just for the brake pads, and $300 was labor. So what I think I'll do is whenever I need them, I'll probably look for them online. It'll be a lot cheaper because it's just Brembo brakes. Maserati doesn't make the brake pad. The differential drain and fill 550. I asked them about the transmission. So this one is not the MC, so it doesn't have the clutch. It's an actual automatic transmission with a torque converter. I was told this one is for life. The fluid, they told me not to service it, so I don't have to worry about that one. But the MCs, those got to be changed, I believe, every 2 years. And then as far as my air filter and cabin air filter, I did those myself. I paid for the oil change just one time. That's because the car was under warranty. But ever since then, I've been doing it myself, and I save over 400 bucks. I get the oil filter from Maserati, get the oil, the Pennzoil oil from a parts store, 9 quarts. This car has 454 horsepower. I know that for today's standards, that's not a whole lot, but it's still a pretty fun car. It's not meant to be a race car, but I love that it still has a great driving experience. I'm a big fan of the V8s, naturally aspirated. I think they make a great sound. I had the opportunity to go on a ride on the new Granturismo. I love the exterior, the interior, great looking car. But it felt kind of sad because with the V6, it just didn't seem to have the same emotion. And even the salesman told me that he was having a hard time selling the new Granturismo, and that was one of the reasons. A lot of the people wanted that emotion of the V8, the loudness, the pops, the crackles. And yeah, we can see the pricing since it came out dropped quite a bit. I love putting it in sport mode, working it through the gears. Still brings a smile to my face. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about what intrigued me from the very beginning to get this car. So one thing about these cars is that used, they're a great value. So originally this car had an MSRP of $140,000. That's because this one has the carbon fiber package, the black wheels, the suede headliner, and other little stuff that I can't quite remember. But a little over 2 years later, I bought it for half price out the door. It was $73,000, and the car still had 1.5 years left in warranty. When I bought it, it was from a Maserati dealership, clean title and everything. They had just performed that major service, all the fluids, new tires, alignment, drive belts, filters, I mean, you name it. It was a major service. And that's crazy for a car that was half the MSRP. And I mean, there was nothing wrong with the car. It had just taken a huge depreciation. And yeah, 7 years later, it's probably worth, I don't know, low 40s, maybe mid 40s. It's still depreciated, but considering it's been a great car, and I mean, for the money, we got a great looking car, comfortable car. The back seats that can fit 4 adults, and so it's a great sports car that can still be in a way a family car, just because of the extra seating. And I mean, for the money, for $40,000, especially in today's time with all the other cars getting more expensive. I think these cars are a bargain.